There's 1-2 here. Into center. Yelich got it. How about that? Woo!
He not only robbed DeGrom, he saved Urania at least 2 runs. And if the ball gets behind him, goodness knows.
Through another breaking ball. Yelich hits it to left, hits it well. Conforto back at the wall. Can't get it. Off the top of the... It's gone! And the Marlins, on an enormous night by Christian Yelich, have stretched their lead.
Yeah, it's a new month, like you said. Obviously, August was pretty rough for us, but to come out here, turn the page, get a win in September, and just get off on the right foot was big for us. We're just doing what we can to help the guys out. Anything you can, whether it's steal a base, get a hit in a big situation, and if you can't do it, pass it on to the next guy, have him pick you up. And if you got a guy that's doing that, and you come up short, at least you can feel good about it, and we played as a team. But tonight it worked out for us, and we got to take this momentum into Cleveland and see what we can do.
You made an incredible catch in the second that saved a couple of runs from scoring, but unfortunately you had that drop ball. Your teammates were giving you a hard time. D. Gordon was making fun of you in the dugout, and then of course Jeff Rencourt with the appreciative round of applause. We see D right there. You got to get a little bit of a kick out of what they were doing.
It took a bad hop. And it just happened. Hit off the heel of your glove, and that stuff happens. You never like to see it. I kind of overran it a little bit and took my eye off of it, and that's what happens. But good thing Urania made a big pitch. A couple pitches later, got a double play, and we were able to laugh about it. Everybody's just playing as hard as we can, and if it works out for us, great. If it doesn't, great. But at least we left it all on the field, and you can live with that.
There's 1-2 here. Into center. Yelich got it. How about that? Woo! Christian Yelich, a Gold Glove winner in left 2 years ago.
He not only robbed DeGrom, he saved Urania at least 2 runs. And if the ball gets behind him, goodness knows. A big play by Christian Yelich, taking over in center field for the injured Marcell Ozuna.
There's 1-2 here. Into center. Yelich got it. How about that? Woo! Christian Yelich, a Gold Glove winner in left 2 years ago, getting the start in center tonight, and he saves a couple runs with that. Yelich into center field. That's a base hit. Ichiro around third. He's going to score. Prado on his way to third, and Christian Yelich having a nice series here in New York gives Miami a 1-0 lead.
Kid just keeps getting better and better. Nice to see the Marlins get a hit with man in scoring position and a 2-out RBI.
7'1" to problem. Das Moot. 3-2 coming. Little tapper back to DeGrom. He barehands it. Little style on that one, and he gets Scruggs for the first out. Didn't really have to, but it looked nice. No. Piece of cake. And Gordon hits it well to right center field. Over comes Granderson, and he runs it down. Playing shallow and toward left, and Granderson really had to get going to make sure that ball didn't get to the gap. Curtis flags it down. Keeps it a 1-0 game. Well, here's DeGrom a moment ago. He went into the dugout, headed toward the tunnel, and you see this little gesture here. He wants somebody to follow him, and who's that somebody? Well, it's the trainer, Ray Ramirez. So I don't know what that's all about, and we'll try and find out. But it would appear from what we just saw that Jake had some kind of a physical issue that he needed attention with as he came out of the game.
And Francoeur punches one into right center field. That's a hit. Yelich scores. And Jeff Francoeur has a double. Miami has a 2-0 lead.
Nice to see the Marlins putting some speed on display, stealing the base.
Scruggs to right center. Granderson not going to get that one. Off the base of the wall. Francoeur will score. Xavier Scruggs makes it 3-0. And a couple of doubles to right center off of Jacob deGrom.
It's amazing how much different this team is.
Facing Jose Urena, who's looked very good tonight.
That's hit in the air to deep right center field. Headed back toward the wall. Yelich looking up, and it's out of here. Jay Bruce gets the Mets on the board. His 28th home run of the year, his third as a Met. And it cuts the Marlins lead to 3-1.
Up the middle, Echeverria to his left, stumbles, flips, Gordon's turn, and he got it. How about that? Now Danny Echeverria to D. Gordon, and in enough time to get Loney at first. Now that's a nice play. To another breaking ball. Yelich hits it to left, hits it well. Conforto back at the wall. It's gone. It's gone. Yelich has hit it out. It has to go over the fence, and it does. So this should be a quick review. The umpires have called it a home run. And the Marlins, on an enormous night by Christian Yelich, have stretched their lead. Wow, 3 for 3 tonight. His third homer of the series.
Oh, tied him up.
Scruggs goes down with an ugly cut for the second out. 3-2.
And he lines one the other way, a base hit. Granderson in to score. 3 straight hits for the Mets to start the 8th. Bruce with his second RBI of the night. It's now 6-2. 3 straight opposite field hits by the 3 left-hand hitters.
Well, that might be something to get Bruce rolling.
Bouncer, Bearclaw out there. Mathis to first, out there. And double play. 2 big outs. Bearclaw still not out of the inning and not out of danger. Here's Cespedes. And a fastball by Bearclaw, elevated in the zone, and the threat is over.
2 for 9 in this series.
And he hooks one down the right field line, headed toward the corner. That ball is out of here.
Oh.
As Dribble Cabrera with a pinch hit 2-run homer. And now it's a 6-4 Marlins lead with nobody out in the 9th.
How about Cabrera?
Number 18 for his Dribble Cabrera.
The Marlins looking to avoid a 4-game sweep at the hands of the Mets, and ain't that pretty. Christian Yelich would be a key figure in this one, first defensively, as we pick it up bottom 2, Jose Urena. And a bases loaded 2-out jam. At the plate for the Mets is Jacob deGrom.
Into center, Yelich got it! How about that? Woo!
He not only robbed deGrom, he saved Urena at least 2 runs. And if the ball gets behind him, goodness knows. A big play by Christian Yelich.
So with Ichiro at second base, Prado at first, here's Christian Yelich. Marlins trying to strike first in the 3rd inning with 2 outs.
Yelich into center field. That's a base hit. Ichiro around 3rd. He's going to score. Prado on his way to 3rd. And Christian Yelich having a nice series here in New York. Gives Miami a 1-0 lead.
So with 2 outs, Yelich aboard, and Jeff Francoeur will bat.
Yelich running, good jump, pitches out, throws late. Yelich has another bag.
His 2nd of the night.
And Francoeur punches one into right center field. That's a hit. Yelich scores. Miami has a 2-0 lead. Scruggs to right center. Granderson not going to get that one. off the base of the wall. Francoeur will score. Xavier Scruggs makes it 3-0.
But following the top of the fifth, DeGrom motions for a trader to follow him into the Mets clubhouse. DeGrom's night is done. This is certainly not a good sign for the Mets or their fans. Now 3-1 bottom six. Yelich's interesting night continues.
And some bats. Liner, left center. Yelich dropped it. Just flat out dropped it. Up the middle, Echeverria to his left, stumbles, flips, Gordon's turn, and he got it. How about that? There wasn't any damage, and so D. Gordon had a little fun with him.
2 on, nobody out for the Marlins. A chance to tack on. And here comes the man of the hour tonight, Christian Yelich.
To another breaking ball, Yelich hits it to left, hits it well. Conforto back at the wall, can't get it. Off the top of the, it's gone. It's gone. Yelich has hit it out. And the Marlins, on an enormous night by Christian Yelich, have stretched their lead. And here are the Mets with the bags loaded and nobody out, and Conforto coming up. Bouncer, Bear Claw, out there. Mathis to first, out there.
As easy as 1, 2, 3. Loney do, but it's not going to be Loney. It's going to be Yoenis Cespedes. Bearclaw, the 1-2 to Cespedes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big fist pump from Kyle Bearclaw, and he gets out of the eighth.
The Marlins pick up the 6-4 win to snap their season-high 5-game skid, sending the Mets to just their second loss in 8 games. Christian Yelich led the way with a career-high tying 4 RBIs, 3 hits, and 2 stolen bases. Jay Bruce has now registered his first back-to-back multi-hit games since joining the Mets.